Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting, Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sap. I camp out with Lion Den Hawan Ben Yashua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, I'd like to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the archons, and to the women and children. Kal Halayim La, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Ha Rokah Kwadash Mahamath. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and truth. Do honors to the elders of GMS. Do honors to my elder Hawam. Sa'ichichin to the archons who are on the four corners of the earth. And to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, well, things are moving real fast. You know, every day things are going faster and faster, right? And now we got this warning, and it says here, warning, 100,000 now Russians and China secret invasion. Okay? Let me play a little bit of it. Here we go.
Guys, that the Chinese nationals were slipping through the Mexico border? Well, what if I told you now thousands of Russians are too? And not only are they coming across, but there's a rising number of Russian and Chinese nationals crossing into the U.S. And get this, the U.S. southern border says this raises security concerns. You don't think. Information and awareness they're probably not putting out across big media that you should know about, coming right up. Security posed threats. People might think this is just a buzz topic, but no, the reality of it is that hundreds and thousands are crossing the border daily, working their way potentially into the backyard of our homes. Now, like I said, some of these people are getting treated with very good treatment, getting free cell phones, government-issued cell phones, stays and accommodations, very high-valued hotels, and don't forget, a free bus ticket all around the United States. Almost like they're trying to distribute them out there evenly so we don't notice. And before we get going too...
Let me just stop right there, okay? So you can see that things are getting pretty serious, okay? They're all over America, and eventually, you know, it's only a matter of time that the word is given out for chaos to begin, right? The title of this lesson, The Enemy Shall Come in Like a Flood. I want to go to Isaiah chapter 59, verse 18. According to their deeds, accordingly, he will repay fury to his adversaries, recompensate. Salakia? To his enemies, to the idols, he will repay recompense. Okay, so it's gonna get so bad, okay, that I mean, people in America are gonna freak out, right? Let me go to verse 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh Shai, right? Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, the Father who sent the... Oops, Lakia. There we go. Let me hit that up. Okay, there we go. From the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. And when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Yeah, you know, those who been out there in the highways and byways as a living sacrifice doing the work of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, calling out our people, the so-called Negros, Latinos, American speckled birds, right? Some of them are going to be hit with spiritual powers, okay? So it's going to get real serious when that time comes. Verse 20, I got to hit this, like I said, it won't turn on. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, to Israel, and unto them that turn from transgressions in Jacob, said Yahweh. Yeah, those who repent, right, that realize that their ways is not the way of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai. You know, wickedness is not something that you want to be proud of and keep holding on to, right? Because it's cancerous. Verse 21. As for me, I gotta hit this again. Slakia. As for me, this is my covenant with them, said Yahweh. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth, shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seeds. Woo! It's going to be passed on, right, to generation. Said Yahweh, from henceforth and forever. It's going to just keep on growing, magnifying, right? Truth just keeps on growing and getting stronger, be revealing all things. I want to go to Isaiah chapter 30, verse 28. And his breath as an overflowing stream shall reach to the midst of the neck, to sift the nations with the sleeve of vanity. And there shall be a bridle in their jaw. You know, those things that they put on horses, of the people, causing them to err. Yeah, to err. So he's making it clear that he's going to be in control of all things, wicked and righteousness. Okay, and what the wicked's plans, that they've been doing it for so many years, practicing and studying it and using AI and algorithm, okay, and their best mathematicians, it's not going to go the way they plan. Okay, I want to go to Isaiah chapter 11, verse 4. But with righteousness shall be judged, but with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove, oops, I gotta hit this again, with equity for the meek of the earth, and he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. Woo! You know, in case you didn't hear it, in case you didn't hear it or didn't know about those so-called UFOs, right? In the Bible, they're called chariots or clouds. And when Yahweh Shai comes back with the host of angels, which the word host means army, those chariots are going to be zapping people left and right, disintegrating them. Okay? That's what he's talking about right here. I mean, you're going to be seeing it with your own eyes. Okay? And what throws the Edomites off, and 2/3 of our people who are wicked, what throws them off is that when they see those that have been doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai also being punished or being prosecuted, thrown to prison, being killed, right? Since they will not call, or because you know, that they're stiff neck, they will not have the understanding, thinking that you know, the people of Yahweh who have been doing the work are being punished for wickedness. And no. You know, Yahweh Shai is going to test everybody's heart to see their loyalty. No different than when someone joins a gang, right? Or goes to the military. They put them through a test. Well, the biggest test for the whole world is coming soon. Okay? I want to go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 46, verse 8. Egypt rise up like a flood, and his waters are moved like the rivers. And he said, I will go up, and I will cover the earth. I will destroy the cities and the inhabitants thereof. Yeah. Okay. So they're getting ready. This is the second Egypt, right? And it's only a matter of time when those gates are, you know, the borders are, people are coming in, China and Russia, and they're surrounding us as well, right? Because they're also moving into other islands around us, Okay? It's going to get ugly. That's Jeremiah 40, chapter 47, verse 2. Thus said Yahweh, behold, waters rise up out of the north, and shall be an overflowing flood, and it shall overflow the land, and all that is therein, the cities then that dwell therein, then the men shall cry, and all the inhabitants of the land shall howl. Right? A long, loud cry. Okay, because in case of some of you have never been into riots, okay, I've been in riots since the age of 12, right? And even when I was in my 30s as well. It's not pretty, man. Right? People are afraid. People are confused. People are in a state of panic. Right? So, it's going to get serious, man. I want to go to Isaiah. Isaiah, where are you? Oh, chapter 8, verse 7. Now, therefore, behold, Yahweh brings up upon them the waters of the river, strong and many, even the kings of Assyria, and all his glory. And he shall come up over all his channels, and go over all his banks. See, what happened in the past in history is repeating itself. Okay? The only thing is that this is the last page. This is the end of this wicked kingdom. This is the end of the power that the Edomites, the blessing that was given to them, is going to be taken away from them. Okay? And 2/3 of our people who want to keep on participating, helping the wicked. It's like helping the Edomites. Okay? Verse 8. And he shall pass through Judah, he shall overflow and go over. He shall reach even to the neck, and stretching out of his wing shall fill the breadth of thy land. Woo! It's gonna get that bad. One thing about this riot, civil unrest that's gonna come, this second shutdown, women are gonna be kidnapped. Okay? There's gonna be no money. Banks will be closed. They can't get no food. So people who are wicked are going to grab women, right? To use them to trade, okay? To sell them as well, okay? And, there's no other way to put it, man. Women are going to be eaten just like boys and little kids. It's going to get that ugly. I want to go to Job, chapter 27, verse 20. But once they do that second shutdown and they come like a flood, we're waiting for when the mandate of the sea hit, okay, that the Bible talks about in Revelation, right? The mark, don't take it no matter what, right? When that happens, then we know we're at the end. Things are going to move much faster, okay? Job chapter 27, verse 20. Tard take hold on him, as water a tempest. Steals, him away in the night. Right? Tard, means extreme fear. Extreme fear, man. We all going to feel that. We all going to experience that. The only difference is that those who have been called to do the work in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we're going to be calling on that name. Right? So he can consume us or keep consuming us. Right? To give us strength and courage. I want to jump up to verse 6. Give me a minute. My righteous I hold fast and will not let it go. My heart, means my mind, shall not reproach me so long as I live. See? Because, the flesh is deceiving. We still live in this weak body. Okay? And we're going to need a mighty hand, which is Yahweh Shai, to keep us, strong when all hell breaks loose. Verse 7, let my enemies be as the wicked. Woo. And he that rise up against me as the unrighteous. See? We're going to be calling Yahweh Shai, man, to help us in whatever we're going to be going through. Because he's the only one that can help us. Right? Song, chapter 32, verse 6. For this shall every one that is godly pray unto thee in a time when thou may be found. Surely in the flood of great waters they shall not come near unto him. You see? So we're putting our trust and our faith in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Verse 7. Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from the trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. Yeah. We're going to be thinking about the scripture, the words of, of what is written in the Bible, to keep us in the spirit. Verse 8, I will instruct thee and teach thee in the ways which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with my eyes. Woo! Right now, the Edomites, with their eyes, they're watching everything that we do. Even right now when I'm using this phone, it has a camera on it, right? So Yahweh Shai is watching everything. Okay? Hell, they can't even hack his technology, it's so advanced. I want to go to Luke, chapter 21. Chapter 21. Give me a minute while I hit this. Verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famine, pestilence, and fearful signs, and great signs that there be from heaven. Yeah, that's right. The whole world are going to see those so-called UFOs, right? And they're not UFOs. They're chariots, okay? And they are not little, big-headed, green, big eyes, butt naked aliens, right? That can make advanced spaceship, but it can't make clothes to put on. See how ridiculous that is? Sounds? Verse 12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and prosecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into the prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Yeah. Now, of course, they're going to make up, right now they already have what? They make up, what they call that again? Speech hate rules, right? And they're going to come out saying that, the things that you have said on YouTube, okay, is what we are using to punish you. Okay? I mean, if you are wicked and you're gonna say you worship that wicked person, right? Then you're really saying that you also are wicked. There's no ands or buts about that. It came out of your mouth, right? And you are around wicked all the time. Well then, as they say, if the shoe fits, you are wearing it. Okay? And we are calling our people out with love. It's harsh love, but we are calling you and say, hey, snap out of it, man. You know? It's going to get real serious and real ugly. You're not going to like the results, right? Because remember, 2/3 of our people that are wicked, they are married. They have kids too. Okay? So what do you think is going to happen to their kids and wives? Right? For being wicked. You know, for the husband being wicked, the children and wife are going to be paying also. Okay? Where was I? I said Luke 12. Okay, I want to go to Luke 17. Give me a minute here. Verse 26. It's amazing that they're letting Russians and Chinese 100,000 coming through the borders. Wow. Verse 26, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. Verse 27, they did eat, they drank, they married, hit that, wives, they were given in marriage unto the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Today the ark is the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's the ark. When he comes and he in that chariot, that's the humongous ark. Okay? That he's gonna be picking up his chosen elect. I hope and pray that I'm part of that 144,000 chosen elect. And he's going to also be taking 1/3 as well. Verse 20, verse 28, Salakia. Likewise also as it was in the day of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sowed, they planted, they built. Verse 29, but the same day that Lot went out of the Sodom, which today that's America, right? It rained fire and brimstone, from heaven and destroyed them all, right? So remember, not only are we going to be seeing Russia and China and other countries shoot those massive sonic missiles, okay? I mean, it's going to be all over the sky, right? And top of that, the chariots shooting their laser beam left and right, okay? Tell you, man, it's not going to be pretty. I want to leave it with Hebrew. Chapter 4. Give me a minute, I'm looking for it. Chapter 4, verse 15. Okay, well, let me go to 14. Salakia. Verse 14. Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Yahweh Shai, the Son of Yahweh, let us hold fast our profession. Verse 15. For we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, Slakia, but was in all points tempted, like as we are, yet without sin. verse 16. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in times of need, times of trouble. And we're gonna need him desperately when that time comes. We can be sleeping and all of a sudden no more light, right? And all of a sudden you start hearing military machinery, planes, trucks, drones, those robot dogs, right? So it's going to get crazy out there. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say shalom.